Judith Solis here at the premiere of Marriage Bootcamp Reality Stars, where we speak to the full cast regarding some of their makeups and breakups. All right, so tell me how this works. If you walk in together, you stay together. If you walk in separately, you separated? No, in the carpet. You guys walked in separately, so I'm wondering if actually Marriage Bootcamp worked.
They asked us to walk in separately, so we came together, but we walked on the red carpet
So it's
separately.
not a metaphor for your relationship right now.
Okay.
We might have broken up at the end and then got back together. Or it's you gotta
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
during the
Hasn't that
show?
been a pattern though? Like, because I read that. Tell me if I'm correct. I read that you guys were together, married, separated,
breakups.
back together. Okay.
And I guess a lot of relationships unfortunately get into that pattern, and I think that that whole point of going into marriage boot camp was to break that pattern. Either we're going to stay together and make it work, or just go our own ways and live a happy life.
Now, within Marriage Boot Camp, is there something that you both found out about each other that you didn't know prior to Marriage Boot Camp?
What I found out about Bobby. I found out about Bobby that he has a soft side to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that, you know, he's willing to... I never thought that he'd want to ever commit to therapy. I thought he'd go into marriage boot camp and kind of like laugh it off. He did laugh it off the first couple of days, but then he got pretty serious towards the end. So it was nice to see that he had a commitment to that.
What about yourself?
I don't think I learned anything I didn't already know. I'm being honest. I mean, there's things I knew. I mean, I think we both learned how to cope with things differently, but I didn't learn anything I didn't already know.
Is there anything looking back that may have made you cringe? Like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have said that?
Yes.
Anything you can tell us?
Hindsight is 20/20. So when somebody leaves, you just let them leave and make sure the door doesn't hit them on the way out. You don't ask them to stay.
Yeah.
So that's the advice that I would give anybody.
Anything that you think back would you probably have changed or not?
The first 2 episodes I went in there thinking boot camp is just a big joke, and I was laughing. I mean, Dr. V calls me out on it. Why are you laughing so much? I couldn't stop. I had the giggles. I couldn't stop. I wish I didn't do that. But after a couple of days, I realized they make you realize it wasn't a joke.
What was the toughest therapy session within the actual boot camp?
Ooh, the jail thing.
Yeah, the jail thing, because it wasn't something about it being in a relationship. It was more deep-rooted. A lot of our issues that you have come from a childhood, and then when you're in a relationship, sometimes the other person can bring those issues out. So a lot of it has to go back to your issues just with yourself, not in being in a relationship, but being alone. Like, what are the issues that you're bringing into the relationship? So that was a hard drill, I would say.
What was one of the couples, at least on the show, that you would say you connected with, or that you were actually very surprised you've never seen something like that in your life?
Peter Guns.
Yeah.
I walked in and I
floored just by everything that
No,
was
I
said.
walked in and Peter was just loud and talking about how many kids he has, and I'm like, okay, we're either gonna hate each other or love each other, and it took 5 minutes, and me and Peter we're like brothers now, you know. So yeah.
Anyone you connected with the most on the show?
I connected with them, both of them, both Peter and Amina as well. And I also was very surprised about their relationship. It's something that I've never seen or heard before, and it was tough because I got to know both of them, and I just liked them both, and I didn't want to take any sides. So,
is there any couple on the show that you wish would have worked out besides yourselves?
I wish Peter and Amina would have worked out because they have 2 kids, and they're so young, and it would have made me very happy to see them together. Yeah.
Do you have the same opinion?
I'd say Javi and Kale. I'm sorry, Javi and Kale, because Javi was very emotional, and he was very dead set on making it work, and it was really hard to watch. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it doesn't always turn out the way you want it to, but I'm glad you guys had the experience. Thank you so much for sharing it. Take care. Judith Solis here with MaximoTV, and we're checking out of the red carpet for Marriage Bootcamp Reality Stars.